Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome to Mobile JJK. Today there was a big update on Phantom Parade, so we got a lot of things in to discuss. First of all, we got a boy Kenjaku um on the update. So there's a new event where there's Kenjaku, right? You can see here, right? Wait, better to show it like this. Yeah, we have Kenjaku, right? Now I did my multi and two singles, three singles. I got them from Celestial Access that I got for Yusa. Um, yeah, I did those, and I'll be showing a clip of my summons right after this. So we've got Kenjaku, um, and the update. Second thing that we've gotten is the SP buffs. So we've gotten three SP buff units. Um, okay, so those three units are gonna be really in the meta right now, honestly. So we have first of all Miva that I didn't SP her yet because I don't really have a lot of green mats right now. Plus, like I do, but yeah, I don't have enough green mats because I didn't play a lot of blue sweep because I didn't have a very strong blue sweep to do like 10. And I don't like to do 9 out of 10, so I just ignored it completely. That's besides the question. Like here, Miva is a broken stat buffer. Like you can see here, whenever you're gonna crit, you're gonna give 40% Jujutsu and Taijutsu buffs to the whole team. So yeah, it's actually just insane, right? Second thing, second and third units are gonna be Nanami and the other Miva. So for Nanami, it's actually pretty insane. So for his skill 3, we have 240% instead of 230.72, which is okay, right? It's nothing too crazy. But the great part is he gets 10% Black Flash rate increase, which helps a lot. Like, when I say a lot, I mean a lot. He's just gonna Black Flash like crazy, okay? And he gives damage buffs. So now, like, Momo is kind of out of the meta because she takes 20 CE, and her CE management was trash. But for Nanami, he's very consistent with his buffs because at max he can give 135%, right? Which is just um it's just something that Momo can't do, right? 65, 60% she does, I'm pretty sure, 120%. Of course she does break damage as well, but then it's just buffing. He's also damaging. Like his damage is there. It's very good. You're gonna see now. It's actually very, very good. And he gets 10 CE whenever he black flashes. So when he lands a black flash, he gets 200 plus in black flash rate, and whatever 10 he gets from always doing a skill 3. So he's actually never running out of CE because he just gets 10 every time he black flashes. But there's one more thing, right? This skill uses 24, 25 CE. You might think he's getting 10, right? And he's getting 10 regularly. You're losing 5. You know you're not. Because when the battle starts, he's gonna get 5 CE per turn. So you're just gonna if you're gonna keep block flashing, you're never gonna run out of CE. Right? If anything, you're just gonna increase your CE whenever you ult. Because you're gonna get 10 more by block flashing, and you're gonna get 10 more per turn. So you're just gonna gain CE, right? You're never gonna run out of it if you keep on block flashing, which is what he does. And his second thing is skill 2. So instead of just being a damage buff for himself, there's crit buff. Okay, that's fine. Okay, nothing too crazy. Okay, but here's the crazy part. Okay, increases the effect amount of the following effects applied to self and allies by 10%. So whenever he crits or black flashes, he gets C-Tech and P-Tech buffs, working overtime buffs. And then the skill 3 buff, the damage dealt buff that he gives to the whole team, also gets a 10% buff for the whole. Each stack gets a 10% buff and gets extended by 1 turn. So you're basically not losing any stacks and you're enhancing them, basically. That's what he's doing. Okay? And when the buffs aren't applied, he automatically applies it to himself. Max is like 100%. So this, when battle starts, applies 30%. Yeah, he gets this buff permanently, so it's like a state buff, right? Doesn't get nerfed. And when he lands a Black Flush or crit, he gives 15. That can be stacked, which is nerfable, okay. But then this isn't nerfable. He just gets this permanently, right? And then this gets this is the one that gets extended by one turn and gets the 10% additional, right? Which is just crazy. Like you're gonna get a lot of buffs with this guy, right? And when you're gonna ult, you're gonna use your skill 2 to just enhance them. It just goes crazy. You're gonna see in a second. I'm gonna do the blue sweep. I've pre-recorded it, and you'll see the blue sweep. I have done cleared it. Now time for Miva. Um, Miva, her skill 3, which was pretty useless before, now gives stat buffs for 3 turns, 50%. So max stat buffs you might say is 150%, still less than Yaga, whatever. But you're missing out on something. Okay. Apply 65% technique increase special 4 turns. Okay. Um Whenever she counters, where is it? Whenever she counters when dealing a crit, where is it? Whenever she counters, she's gonna give 65% technique increase, physical and curse technique increase to the whole team, right? So if you just counter once, okay, you're gonna get 65%, and then you continue to do this for 3 turns. You're basically getting like a 215 stat buffs, which is higher than Yaga, right? Which is higher than Yaga. So if you do this into a skill 3, you're gonna get 215 stat buffs, which is higher than Yaga. Yes, it's actually crazy. And then her ult got SP buff, which does 35% increased damage to herself, and then she does like makes damage here, right? And then she does crazy break damage, honestly. It's just a nuke. Her skill 3 is pretty much a nuke right now. It does insane amounts. Not even lying. Okay? These SP buffs are actually insane. So yeah, you'll see in a bit. Now we'll head over to the Kenjaku summons, and then we'll do the blue sweep. Okay guys, let's do the summon on Kenjaku, the free multi, the 10 tickets that we get from the event. I did one summon on him because I have the Celestial Access remaining, so like I can do one more single tomorrow on him. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I'm going to have 2 summons on him. So let's do the multi now. Let's see if we can pull our boy Kenny. Let's see. Let's look at his art. Insane. It actually looks pretty good, honestly, not gonna lie. And his kit is also very, very good. It would be amazing if I could pull him. Let's see. Okay, no first energy, nothing. Oh, okay, there's an SSR. Oh, I pulled him! Oh my god, no way, bro! Shit, no way! Dude, I actually pulled him! Bro, what the hell? Noritoshi combo, here we go! And we have another SSR remaining. What? No fucking way, bro. I actually pulled him. Okay, so I got Degumi, but oh my god, I actually pulled him. Bro, what the hell? I actually got Kenny Boy. No, bro. What the hell? I actually pulled Kenjaku, bro. Man. Oh my god. Bro. Like, what are the odds, bro? I actually pulled him. That is nuts, bro. I actually pulled him. I have to screenshot this for sure. To screenshot this. Man, what the hell? Bro, I actually pulled Kenjaku from tickets. Insane, man. Wow. Ah, it is. Oh my god, I still cannot believe that. Wow. Just wow, bro. Just wow. Man, that is insane. I actually pulled him. Damn. Can't believe it right now. Bro, insane. Actually, I pulled Uraume from tickets. I pulled Genjaku from tickets. What the hell? I'm pulling all villains from tickets, man. What the hell? Yeah, so, yeah, that was the summon part of the video. And we'll go to the SP part now. Alright, guys, we are on the sweep battle now. So, the team we are using is Inumaki, Miva, Kaito for CE, of course, and then our boy Yuta, the GOAT. So the strat is simple, you know, just keep on alt looping. That's the basic idea behind it. We're using Unity here because I sadly have to use Pride on Yuta because I don't have Curse School Group, and I can't use LMS because that would just nerf my damage like insane. Because when in the state, Yuta's main damage is of course C-Tech, so like using LMS is kind of stupid. So yeah, just as soon as Nanami comes in, we use our Unity so that we can ult with Nanami, and he black flashes on the first freaking turn, man. Swear, but see it. Now he's just gonna go crazy with black flashes because he has the 200% buff and the 10% that he gets from his skill 3. Yeah, we want Yuta to crit, or else we're not getting the ult. So yeah, he crits finally. Let's go. He needs to get hit. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're not gonna ult this turn. We weren't planning to, so it's okay. Right? Crazy, bro. He's black flashing like insane, bro. Like he gets so many black flash buffs that it's actually more likely for him to crit black flash than not black flash. Okay, we use skill one with Inumaki here because of course to save CE, and this is basically an overkill. Not even gonna lie. It's yeah, it's an overkill, see. Yeah, it's an overkill. Easy. Yeah, and the reg bit that we're using on Nanami is just perfect for him because the passive of that reg bit is whenever you black flash or crit, so you know you do either of them, you get C tech and P tech buffs. So on top of his own buffs, he's getting more from the reg bit's passive, and its main is of course hybrid damage increase. So it's perfect for Nanami. It's just perfect, you know. It gives equal increase on P-Tech and C-Tech, so Nanami does good damage. Right, he's very consistent. That's the thing. He's very consistent, and he's buffing the whole team at the same time. So yeah, that makes him really good. Now I didn't use any of the Miva's counters, you know, because of course counter could max out her buffs. Because this boss is just ranged attack, so you know, there's nothing that Miva can actually counter. And I wait for my ult with Inamaki and Miva because I wanted to do it with Unity so that I can get my ult quick. I did a few tries before where I just ulted as soon as the second phase started, but you know, I was like one turn late. Like I would usually ult on turn 11, you know, which is bad for phase 3 because you have to do your maximum damage on phase 3. Phase 2 is pretty easy. Like I don't even use the reg bit of Nanami here. That's how easy it is. I really hope for a break, but it's okay. We're still pretty much gonna overkill. Like look at the damage, bro. like 9 freaking million without right click. And then Utah, of course, like overkill's crazy. 43 million, and he had like 25 million health. That's how crazy it is. Now they have like insane amounts of ult gauge because, of course, the even Inumaki and Niva had their Unity activated while Nanami and Yuta buff ultimated. So like it just helps with the loops, really helps a lot actually. Yeah. This turn, I'm pretty sure I okay no maybe next turn I yeah next turn I buff with okay he doesn't black flash there but it's very rare but yeah sometimes doesn't. But you still get your damage buffs to the team, so it's okay, I guess. Yeah, I buff here, exactly. Yeah. Because it's like a 5 turn buff, so I get it on turn 13, so I'm gonna have it till turn 17 exactly, you know? And I'll probably get my ultimate on turn 15, so I can just do a skill 3 with Pride and then my ult with Pride. So that works perfectly with Pride too, right? So I use my Pride early so that I can get it as early as possible next time. Well, I don't get it next time. It's just it's going to take turn 18, which doesn't exist on sweep. Unfortunately, Utah got the debuffs, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we do a skill 2 with anatomy here for the enhancements, which really help. I didn't need that before, that's why I didn't do it, because, I just want anatomy to damage. But now we need those buffs because we want to do as much damage as possible, right? With this ultimate. I'm pretty sure I do use my unity, right? Yeah, because I was like, I want my ult, so I'll just use it. And Miva gets her ult so quick, bro. Miva and Nanami get their ult so quick. And that's perfect. He breaks, and then Yuta just goes crazy because when in break status, Yuta gets the buff for damage. Yeah, he does good, like 20, 24 mil-ish, right? Yuta, 40 mil in total. Good, insane. And we just, yeah. Because of Unity, we get our ult this turn, we ult next turn with Numaki and Miva. And then he just crazy 5.4 mil there. 11 mil by Utah. Insane. Combo ults. And then here. Wow. You'll see Miva doing like insane numbers here. 12.2 mil. Like that's actually crazy. Like her ult is basically a nuke. Right? And then the goat kills. Not a goat. Here he is. Sweep done. 17 turns. Yeah, I could have optimized it better, of course. Like I did a lot of overkilling on phase 1 and 2. Like if I were to optimize it, it's possible. Maybe like do combos for Inumaki and Miva before I do it for Nanami and Yuta on phase 1. That also probably kills. Yeah, I could make those adjustments, of course, to like complete it early. But I guess it's fine. I mean, the point is to complete 10 out of 10. I did that. It's okay, right? Okay, here's the damage. Yuta did 115. Nanami did 70, of course. The goat, pretty consistent. Yeah, without excess, it's pretty close. She was just buffing most of the time, so it's okay, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the sweep part of the video. I think, yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.